Hello everybody and welcome to the video. I will be playing the format Penny Dreadful on Magic the Gathering Online today. If you don't know the format or if you don't know Magic the Gathering Online, look into the video description. I will leave some links there about the format and the program. The deck I will be playing is quite the brew. It's a build that is based around Trumpeting Carnosaur. What that guy says is when it enters it discovers 5, which means it looks for cards in the deck that have mana value 5 or less. And the only cards that fulfill that description are copy effects like Cursed Mirror and Mythos of Luna and Saheeli Ray, which can, if you down tick her, make a copy of something. So basically we just make a pretty big army of hasty 7/6s with trample whenever we play a single Carnosaur. Of course, that means that if we want to do that, we can only play supporting cards which cost 6 or more. But of course, we can play stuff like the Omen Dragons, which have these adventure-like effects where we can pay 2 mana, shuffle them back, and deal some damage, or tap a creature and draw a card. We also have Roaring Furnace, a room, so we can play either side, but it still counts as having CMC 7 or 7. Yeah, same with Discovery Dispersal. We will never play Dispersal, but Discovery is still quite useful as a Surveil 2 to then draw a card for 2 mana, and yeah, a blue mana including that. Yeah, and we also have Drownyard Lurker. We can cycle it, make a Eldrazi spawn. So yeah, that's just ramp. Usually, oh yeah, and this deck also includes Cloudpost and Vesuva, so we can theoretically and practically sometimes play the Carnosaur on turn 4 if you go Cloudpost into Vesuva or Cloudpost into Cloudpost. Notably, this deck does not play Glimmerpost because we don't really care about having like 10 or more mana. We only care about playing the Carnosaur on turn 4. And that is why Glimmerpost isn't that useful. Of course, it could gain some life, but then we would have to cut on red and blue sources, and we need both double blue on turn 4 and double red on turn 4, so it's not really an option. Because we play all these big spells, we can play Karuga to draw some cards in the late game if we can't get the Carnosaur out. The sideboard is where the deck kind of grows short on interaction and stuff to run because there isn't that many good sideboard cards with CMC 6 or greater. We have Commit to Memory, which can counter a spell or put something back into the library. Release to the Wind, interestingly enough, can remove something for a turn at instant speed. It's also not a fizzle on the combo because we can just turret the Carnosaur with it and then replay it to continue the chain. And yeah, Horn Lockwell for some more removal. Repudiate as a stifle effect that can also copy a Carnosaur if we just cascade into it. So yeah, that's the deck, and I will be playing a league run, so 5 matches. Hopefully I will do well, and at the end there will be some more discussion. Let's see how it goes. Reveal Karuga. Okay. Opponent is playing Gigantha. That could mean different things, but it's probably not a Nature's Rhythm deck at least. I'll keep this hand. I have 3 draws to draw a 3rd land, and then I'm good. Okay, lead on Forest. Birds of Paradise. That doesn't tell me much yet. Okay, green, white. Green, white, red. Okay, so it's probably the Nif to Light 5 color deck, would be my guess. Protection from monocolored. So I basically can't kill it. That's quite bad. I can still kill the Birds of Paradise at least. Maybe I should have played the tap land and then next turn play the Drown Yakalaka to ramp. but yeah, I don't think it loses me the game, but yeah, maybe I just draw a basic or something. That would be great. Okay, Miklots is strong, but it can't remove a trumpeting Carnosaur. Only artifacts and enchantments. Yeah, I play the Cloud Post. Then I remove the Miklots. Okay, so I can stall for a bit, but I can't really remove the general, so I'm gonna have to combo somewhat soon. Okay, a jar, yeah, that will probably just get killed next turn. With a Twin Maw or something else. But I'm dead on board anyways. That's not good. Okay, do I have any options? Hmm. Well, I can cycle, see what I draw. And there's a Carnosaur. Yeah, I wouldn't have been able to play it anyways. Yeah, that's just game. Okay, next one then. So maybe it's just Naya multicolored stuff, maybe with the Bard class. I guess Repudiate is pretty good against the general triggers. I can cut some of the copy spells. I guess this is kind of mid in the match. Just to play some Horned Luck Whales, some more removal. Yeah. Of course, cutting all the draw spells is kind of risky, but I think my opponent is fast enough that I have to remove stuff early. Actually, I will go down one of this, up one of this. Actually, the Island Dragon isn't great either. But yeah, I don't know their exact deck, so I kind of have to go off of vibes. Okay, game 2. Yes, I would like to start. Okay, the hand has double Cloud Post and Island. Definitely keep. No red sources yet, but I have some removal, I have a draw spell. Looks good so far. Okay, opponent mulligans to 6 cards. Yeah. And starts with Birds of Paradise. That's alright. I will just cast my Discovery. Yeah, these cards are both pretty good. Yeah, I'll keep them both on top. Actually, that means that I can kind of go for the turn 4 Carnosaur, which is pretty nice. Oh no, I don't. Yeah, no, I can make enough threat sources, I think. Right? So next turn I play Cloudburst. I have 4 mana here, 5 mana. Ah, no, it's not enough. It's not enough. Funnily enough, Glimmer Post would have been a great draw now, but I don't run that. Yeah, if I had a mountain instead of the island, I would have been able to play the Cloud Post here instead, but yeah, this way I couldn't. Okay, that's interesting. Fleetfoot Dancer. In this case, I will just play the Cloud Post and pass. Probably going to play the Horned Lockwhale on the Dancer. And theoretically I could also discard a Carnosaur to deal 3 damage, but I'll have to see. Hexproof and indestructible. Yeah, sure. I'll kill that now. Spare me some trouble later, perhaps, but I would just win next turn anyways. There goes the Lagoon Breach. Okay. I can even play another Vesuva. Have some more mana available. Okay, and now I get to show off the combo. I will discover a bunch. Interestingly enough, if you copy with a replicate or something like that, the hasty Carnosaur also have haste, which I find interesting. Like I didn't know it worked that way before, but yeah. Okay, and I think that's enough damage already. Wait! They don't have haste. Oh no. Oh no. Wait, why don't they have haste? Why don't they have haste? That token gains haste. Okay. Very unfortunate. But yeah, there's usually no way to come back from this anyways, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, that was kind of embarrassing, especially on the first match of the league run. But yeah, won anyways. Never punished. Yeah, I'm fine with my configuration. I thought that if I copied with the replicate the Sahili Rai token that the copy would also have haste, but apparently not. But I think if I copy a Cursed Mirror copy, then it has haste because Mirror says it enters with haste. But yeah. Okay, my starting hand has nothing but copies, so that's a mulligan. Yeah, and the second hand is looking much better. Yeah, I'll put down the Release the Winds. Opponent is leading with Copperline Gorge and Birds of Paradise. Yeah, I'm going to lead on the Sulphur Falls. I'm keeping the Vesuva in hand because if I draw a Cloud Post, then I can perhaps still go for the turn 4 win. Okay. Yeah. Go with the mountain. Play some removal on the birds. Always bolt the birds. Okay, what could they have here? Okay, interesting. I guess it's just a multicolored card for General Farias. Oh, and there I got the Cloud Post. Now I can't do the turn 4 win anymore. So, yeah, I guess I'll still play the Cloud Post. There's nothing to remove, so I should be fine. Oh, what is that? Aragorn. Seems like a value piece or something. But I have the perfect answer for that. Unfortunately for my opponent. And next turn I can go for the combo, which makes it turn 5. If they don't have like some removal or something. Okay, another Fleetfoot Dancer. It gains him some life, but it doesn't really change anything. So that should be game. Yeah, and this one has haste as well, so it is how I said, the Zahili tokens don't have haste like baked into them, but the Cursed Mirror tokens do, so yeah, kind of weird, but I guess that's how it works. Okay, and at this point I can stop. Attack with everything, and that should be GG. Yeah. First game, won. Okay. Round 2 with the Carnosaur Combo. We're up against the same opponent, kind of suspicious, but since the bot doesn't complain, they're probably on a new league run. Okay, and the stunning hand is looking fine. We got some ramp, some removal, some draw. Yep. Nothing for the Vesuva to copy yet. Yep, and they seem to be on the same deck, so yeah. Do I remove here? Nah, the birds aren't that scary. I'll put this in the bin, this on top, so maybe I can play it next turn if they don't play any big threat. That sounds like the general. Yep, it is. Okay. Yep, so I'll just cycle the Drownyard Lurker at the end of their turn. Hopefully draw another land. Who knows? Then next turn I can go Cursed Mirror into Charring Bite. And then the turn after that, hopefully the Carnosaur. Okay, they get a 3/3 and a 4/4. General Ferris looking pretty strong, at least in this matchup. And an Anthem, okay. That makes things rather tough. I can wait. Do I block the 4 damage? Probably not. But I can cycle it now anyways. It's not like I'm gonna play anything else. And I drew a land. That's pretty good. So yeah, I'm not gonna block this turn. Another Vesuva, okay. Yeah, I can go Vesuva here. Then play Cursed Mirror into the Jarring Bite. Won't copy anything. But I will destroy one of these. And then I should live, probably. They can sacrifice the Melira, but that doesn't. Okay, they don't. Actually, would that work? No, it wouldn't. So yeah, hopefully I got the win. They have 14 damage on board. Another Anthem would be lethal. But they don't have it apparently. Down to 2. Oh no! They can destroy the cursed mirror. That's terrible. That's terrible. Yeah, that's actually game winning for them. Ooh, very unfortunate. Yeah, I have no way to counteract that. Yep, that's GG. Yeah, unfortunately I have no real answer to the general. Besides just ramping, and yeah, I guess maybe my best plan would be to just ramp a lot and then go for the turn 4, turn 5 at the latest Carnosaur. I guess tapping a creature is fine. Draws a card. This is good against Aragorn if they still play that. I guess I can cut some of these. Yeah, okay. I guess this is fine. So, totally different configuration than the last match, but I actually think against the general, maybe my best bet is to just try to raise them. Yeah. And none of my removal spells kill their general, so of course I can kill tokens that it makes, but that isn't quite a useful or efficient strategy here. But let's see how it goes. Take the play. Okay, and I have a Cloud Post in my starting hand, a Sahili, which could be okay-ish. That's a keep. And I got removal. Yeah, seems okay enough. Okay, they start with the pillar. Yeah, Dryden Legend, the only card that they can play here with the pillar mana. Yeah, I will go for the Vesuva. There's not really a good reason to remove the Militant here. Okay, they play the lion, which I guess I will remove. Yeah, can't play anything else anyways, besides the other removal spell. Maybe it would have been better to play the Shivan Reef here, so that if I draw a blue source, I can copy next turn. But this way I will just play the Sahili, buy some time, perhaps, scry 1, and let them attack it. Oh. Okay, Meaglots again. Yeah. That would be quite good to remove. So yeah, I'm going to do that. Yeah, the Vesuva isn't great here. I can copy my Shivan Reef next turn to have a second blue source if I don't draw one. But yeah, not great. But yeah, if I draw a Carnosaur, it's just lethal. So a Domri. Yeah, that... Oh, and they didn't attack. Interesting. Probably just a misclick. Another birds. Yeah, I guess Discovery is the play here. Both of these aren't too good. Yeah, the dragon that I can't play isn't either, but yeah, I guess it's fine. They have no pressure on board. But yeah, as you can see, drawing these copy effects isn't the greatest. You would much rather cascade into them and draw your removal and your draw, but you still have to play them for the combo. And there comes the general, which I still can't kill. Okay, so what is the play here? Okay, so I think the play here is to copy the Shivan Reef. It will come in untapped, hopefully, or at least it should. Yep. Then I will remove this thing. Oh, actually, then I can't. Then I can't tap anything. Yeah, okay. Then I have to just pass and use the dragon at the beginning of combat. But yeah, I could really use the trumpeting Carnosaur here. Yeah, Dronya Lurker, not that good here. Although I could play it next turn, actually. Which would be kind of solid, I guess. Would be even nicer if I could copy it, but that doesn't seem to be the case. On 3 life. So I really need a Carnosaur now. Yep, Island isn't going to cut it. So I can make 2 blockers. Remove 1 creature. But they have 5 attackers. Yep, that isn't it. I can cycle this thing, but I don't think it changes anything. Although if I draw a Carnosaur now, that would be lethal, I think, still. So... Oh! There we go. Down to 1 life. That was very lucky here. In the last possible second with 1 HP left. Yeah, at this point it should be enough, but yeah. Okay, so game 3. Good thing that I didn't concede her. Good thing, indeed. Yep. Yeah, okay, the configuration is still looking solid. So yeah, I think the right plan here is indeed to just go for all the draw effects and try to get the combo out as fast as possible, because I don't think they have any meaningful removal besides the one artifact enchantment removal guy. Is this keepable? I mean, it has a ramp, it has a Carnosaur, only 2 lands, yeah. But I can draw a third, then I can go Curse Mirror into Curse Mirror if need be. So I guess it's a keep, even though it's not a great keep. So I will probably lead on Cloud Post and then go Sulphur Falls turn 2 if I don't draw a basic or something else. Yeah, I forgot about Kuruga the last games, but I don't think there was any opportunity to get it into the hand and make it useful. Okay, opponent is down to 5 cards. Oh, down to 4 cards. That's not good for them. But I've... oh, 3 cards. Okay, so yeah, that should be a freebie here. Unless they have some great sideboard card in the starting hand, but I kind of doubt it. Okay, another Sulphur Falls. Not great, but is fine. Mountain is actually pretty nice here. Yeah. I can just play the Cursed Mirror. I don't care about 2 damage. Alright. Yeah, I'm just going to play another Cursed Mirror here. This way I can keep up the Repudiate. But I think this game should be over next turn. Yeah, I guess I can tap that, but yeah, draws me another card. I guess if they have the Artifact Destruction guy, they could buy another turn. At least another turn, if I don't draw a basic or an untapped land. But it's only the general, so this should be game over for them. And the 2-0 for me. Okay, and they concede. 2-0 so far. Sounds good. I mean, it was the same opponent with the same deck, but yeah. Starting hand is looking pretty good. Got some draw, some removal, some, well, copying permanents. Let's see what they are playing. Okay, start with the basic forest. So far, so good. I will start with the Sulfur Falls tapped. And a swamp, so pillage the block. Okay, so it's Storm, the basic Storm deck. Probably not a great matchup. I haven't played it before, but they usually kill turn 4 and they were on the play, so they should be faster than me, and I have no interaction for the game plan as far as I'm concerned. So yeah, that's not quite that good, but maybe they can't go off turn 4. Yeah, Suva without Cloud Post, not that great. Cross Mirror, however, is pretty good. Ramps me up by 1 turn. Oh, and they play Dig Up, that's quite unusual. Maybe it isn't Storm after all. Because this would also be very slow for Storm. Also, they haven't played a creature yet. Alright. Also, I still haven't got the Carnosaur in my hand, so that's kind of unfortunate. Another dig up for a forest, and they didn't grab an island, so I assume it isn't Storm. But they do have Flare of Cultivation. Very interesting. And another swamp. I think the Storm list only plays 1 swamp. Okay. Copy this. And then play Discovery. Look for Carnosaur, of course. And no Carnosaur. Okay, so it's Bolus the Citadel. Interesting. But that deck has traditionally not been that good, so yeah, I'm doubtful it will be too good here. They also don't have anything else. So if there's a land on top, they just brick. Starting off with tendrils. Well, maybe they just go lucky and pull all their non-land permanents off the top, but it's unlikely. Yeah. So I could actually copy the Citadel here, I think. No, it can only copy creatures, so never mind. But I will still cycle the Lurker here. Oh, but I can make a copy of the Citadel with the Mythos. That's very interesting. Yeah, I mean, sure, why not? Let's see if they can kill me. Ooh, they got their payoff already. That's not great for me. Flare, probably just to shuffle the library. Although they haven't... Oh, they did play a swamp already. Oof, okay. They might actually win with this. Reclaim, very interesting, haven't seen that card before. But yeah, that unfortunately that kills me with the tendrils. Yeah, but the other flags kills me as well, so... Alright. What is a Citadel? Very interesting. I can board out all the removal. Board in the Release to the Winds. The Commit to Memories. And probably the Repudiates. Yeah, that looks good. I mean, I don't really need any removal for their, like, the Veteran Explorers and stuff, so I can just board it out. So at least in theory I should be faster than the Buddhist Citadel deck. But in practice I sometimes just don't draw the Trumpeting Carnosaur and then I might be slower. Although they can ramp quite efficiently. Like with that. It gives them 2 extra mana on turn 4. I have 4 mana already. Haha. Yeah, but I only have 1 red source. Plus no Carnosaur yet. There's the first red source. I think I still play the island so that I can cycle the Dronyard Lurker. Also not great. But then I can also release to the wind, so yeah. The interaction is probably more important. Alright, they play nothing. And there's a Carnosaur. I've got 6 mana. Yeah, but I need to keep open some mana for... Actually, it works. I think, right? Yeah, it should work. Because this way I can still release the winds. They get 2 extra mana. So if they play Swamp, then sack the Veteran Explorer. They have 3 Swamps for the Citadel. Alright. Yeah, that's what I meant. Actually I should have grabbed at least 1 island, but... Yeah. Not too relevant, I think. They either win here or they don't. Whether I play an additional skimming strike doesn't really matter that much, I think. And they play a forest, okay. Oof, early harvest. That's quite annoying. But nothing I can do about it. Because now they do have enough mana for the Citadel. Or maybe they play Citadel main deck and then the Storm comes on the side. That would be quite wild. But no, they have the Citadel, so it's not looking good. I would win next turn, but if they win this turn, then what can I do? Early harvest to the top. Is there any point in ever doing release to the wind? Probably not. Okay, they have no more cards in hand. But I mean, they can basically tutor something with that. Probably another Reclaim. Or Etherflux Reservoir or something. Maybe Tendrils already. Yeah, and that already kills me, I think. I mean, yeah, I can draw another card. But nothing. I got nothing. Alright. Yep, I'm dead. Okay, so that was kind of unfortunate, but it can happen, I guess. Wait, actually, would I not have lost if I didn't play the thing? I don't know. Alright, round 4 with the Carnosaur deck. Alright, the starting hand has a lot of removal, a lot of ramp, no blue sources. Can I keep that? I don't think so, it's only 2 lands as well. Yeah, this is looking much better. I can put the Sahili onto the bottom. Opponent is on a mulligan to 5. Alright. Start with the Sulfur Falls. The next turn I go Discovery, then turn after that probably Cursed Mirror. Yeah. Just go through the grave. This can get into my hand. This way I can do the same thing again. If they don't threaten me with anything. But let's see. Could have maybe bent that as well. Okay, Fanatic of Ronis. Could be kind of annoying. But yeah, I don't have a Carnosaur, so I gotta kind of dig for that. Argoth is interesting. Probably means that they're on Hogak. Could be the Shatterfang Warren Salt Raider deck. Yeah, probably that. And they usually kill on turn 4. Yep, there's Shatterfang. Hogak in the grave, Warren Salt Raider in the grave, meaning if they have the Nightmare, then that's not good. So I probably gotta keep up the Jumping Carnosaur channel, like the discard ability to kill the Shatterfang if need be. Not ideal, but I have enough lands to keep going for at least next round, next turn. Yeah, not gonna kill the Shatterfang yet. I mean, yeah, sounds good. Oh, okay, better removal spell. Although the Nightmare card would still be lethal probably. So yeah, it's basically they win this turn or I win next turn. And the Argoth ability using it probably means that I win the following turn. I mean, they can get Hogak, but I don't really care about that. Yep, there goes Hogak. Alright. And there goes the concede. So, up one game. I think in this situation I probably just want the commit to memories as extra removal. Yeah, Hardlock Whale is pretty irrelevant. The Island Dragon is, or like the Skimming Strike is pretty good against Fanatic of Ronis. Yeah, that's probably it. So, I guess I can trim some copies here. Got one Sahili maybe. Then one of these perhaps. Yeah, Sahili is not usually that necessary. It's just that it's possible that you draw too many cursed mirrors, and then the sequencing of the discovers could potentially lead to like you not having enough hasty Carnosaurs, but I think usually you can cut the Sealies after the first game. Maybe I should cut it entirely. Alright. Game 2. The hand is looking okay. It has 2 removal spells, a ramp spell and a Carnosaur. I think that's keepable. So yeah, as I said, the Chatterfang combo usually, when I play against it, kills me on turn 4. I think I've seen turn 3 before, but I'm not sure. Opponent is down to 5 cards. Interesting. But yeah, sometimes they just kind of fizzle and don't do anything. But yeah, it's a Nature's Rhythm deck, so I think they probably also run like the elephants in the sideboard, or like one of them to destroy my lands or stuff like that. Maybe some Terra Emissary, or like one of them. Oh, interesting. Good thing that that isn't left in the deck. Because that would have been... Well, I could have just killed it, but it would have been annoying. Okay, here I can do the interesting play of copying the town greeter to potentially grab a land. Yeah, I think it's too late for Cloud Post. Also, this way I can hold up interaction next turn. Ah, wait, this turns back into a mana rock, so I would have had interaction anyways, but whatever. I could also just go for the Steaming Sauna here. I mean, my opponent is on 2 cards, and if I draw a land I win, so that should be a good play here. I don't think they do anything at instant speed. Yeah. No land, kind of sad. Guess I'll do the Town Greeter copying again. Keep up the Trumpeting Carnosaur discard ability if it's needed. Now I also have that, so yeah. Should be a 1 game. Another Birds of Paradise. That doesn't do anything at this point. Right, and the Void Mirror also in the grave, so my opponent not so lucky with the draws, but that's how it is sometimes. Yep, opponent says GG. Okay, nice. 3-1. Good so far. Maybe I can go 4-1. Get the star. Alright, last game of the league. Can I go 4-1? Let's see. Yep, hand looks good. Got removal, got a draw effect. So I guess you could argue that sometimes it would be better to perhaps mulligan down to a hand where you have a Carnosaur or like a Discovery to get the Carnosaur or something like that, but I think the chances are just not high enough for it to be worth it, and you need the removal against red deck wins and stuff like that. Although they probably just kill me. Because the matchup is probably terrible. Unless I can win on turn 4, but it's unlikely. Although it could be just goblins, which I guess is a better matchup. Not the greatest removal here, but I gotta do something. And if I were to tap a creature, they could sacrifice in response and I wouldn't get the draw. Not a lot going on their side. Interesting. Actually, I don't want to do that. I'll probably just take the draw at in the end step or something. Actually, I'm going to tap this down. See if they sacrifice in response, I get some life back theoretically. Okay, they don't. And still no game actions from their side. Very interesting. Probably just all lands or something. I will copy the land, then pass. 6 mana next turn, but no Carnosaur. But enough removal for everything they play, probably. Pyromancer, okay. So it's probably not goblins, but regular red deck wins. Ah! And there's a Carnosaur. What a nice top deck. So yeah, game 1 is won already, kind of. So the question is just if they kill me with Price of Progress in game 2 and 3, or if I can get the 4-1 record. Yeah, I don't know what they have in their hand, so It's probably better to go the full route and play all the copy spells. But yeah, so I hope my opponent doesn't think this is bad manners or something. But I don't know if there's anything that they could have, probably not. Nice. 6 hasty Carnosaurs. Alright. Don't look where it's definitely go in. I think I also have to play the commit to memories because of price of progress, so that I can theoretically counter that. These go out. The Sealies are also not that important. Dronyard Locker is also not that good. They probably play Void Mirrors? That could be annoying, so maybe I play the Release the Winds. Yeah, should be fine. Can also use it on some attackers. Yeah, the hand is not great, but I have 2 lands, two draw effects. Another land. Copy the mountain. Interesting that I get this artwork. Like without the borderless treatment, but whatever. Not sure what my opponent is waiting for here. Alright. Gonna tap down the Phoenix at beginning of combat. Ooh, Sulfuric Vortex. Obviously I don't love to see that, but could be worse, I guess. A blue source would be nice. Well, one that isn't painful, I meant, but I guess I'll take this one too. Ooh, okay. So I guess I play Vesuva here. Not great, obviously, but need to get the tap land out at some point. And I'm probably just going to play the Skimming Strike anyways. Goblin Chain Whirler, interesting. I don't really see a reason why they would play that post board, but maybe just for the stats. Another cursed mirror. Don't love that. Alright. I could copy the Chain Weller with my cursed mirror to kill the Mock Fanatic. Probably not worth it. Yeah, I'm just going to commit the Chain Whirler or the Vortex next turn. Or like in their turn. So I take 3, 2 next turn, 5, this can give me 1, so I'm basically on 4. My opponent seems kind of flooded. That's good for me. Not sure why they did that before damage. Oh, they did it after damage. Okay. I'm dead. Can do this, but I don't think it. Yeah, doesn't work that way. Okay. So I guess this is the point where I board out on my removal and just go for the ramp. Because I don't see a way to win just with removal. Like, I'll keep the non-creature removal, but I think the stuff that just stalls isn't that good here. I mean, this at least draws a card. Yeah, not great for sure. I guess I'll go one of each removal spell because why not, but yeah. So the idea is I just try to ramp as fast as possible and then turn 4 I play my Carnosaur and win. Maybe turn 5, but yeah, not the most reliable strategy here. Okay, pretty good hand. Only one red source, but Cloud Post Vesuva. Grim Lavamancer, okay. Oh, and there is a Carnosaur, nice. That does mean that I can't play any islands, but hey, it means I get the turn 4 win, most likely. Maybe they're thinking about playing Price of Progress already? Okay, they just cycle instead. Obviously, I don't know if they have Price of Progress in hand or something, but they should certainly play it as a 4-off in the sideboard or the main board, or at least so I would assume. So the chances are there. Alright. Turn 4 Carnosaur, baby. Very nice. And I don't think they have a way to kill it. Although they could go like 2 Burst Lightnings plus Grim Lavamancer activation. That would be pretty annoying. But Incinerate plus Lavamancer doesn't do it. That's only 5 damage. Yeah, not sure what their plan is here. Yeah, that unfortunately doesn't work for them. Alright. That should be win. Yeah, they have no mana, so 4-1. Alright, so I went 4-1. Pretty solid record for a deck that looks kind of janky and is very like gimmicky. But as you saw, probably it certainly has potential to be fast and be somewhat resilient because it has quite a lot of removal. What I like especially is that Cursed Mirror is like super effective in this deck because it's ramp, it gets you value of your opponent's creatures, and it can be used in the combo to get a hasty Carnosaur. So that card is really the MVP. Aside from that, the Mythos is pretty alright as well. Can make token copies of anything, literally any permanent. Also your opponent's stuff. So what I would maybe change is I could think about adding Glimmer Post. It does have the problem that not only does Glimmer Post not enable the turn 4 win, but it also kind of just fills up your deck with more colorless lands, which is kind of annoying. Because as I said in the intro, you do need double red and double blue by turn 4 a lot of the time. Of course you don't always have it because you play basics, but yeah, having even more colorless sources would be pretty annoying. And yeah, been happy with the Drownyard Lurkers, been happy with the Omen Dragons. Discovery also quite useful to dig for the Carnosaur and definitely needed. Of course, I was already like searching for like whatever I could play in the sideboard because it's really hard to find stuff. Maybe I'm going to try out some other split cards or something. But yeah, I've been pretty happy and I hope you enjoyed the video. And yeah, see you next time.